Hi, I'm Mark Toole with 8020service.com. Today's customer service video question of the day comes from Quora, and the question is, how can a chatbot help a business in customer retaining? And as I suggested in my written comment here on this, most answers you're going to see to this question, there's already only been one, but there's going to be more because you said the magic word, chatbot. Every answer you're going to get, besides this one, is going to be posted by someone who conveniently works for a chatbot company. And they're going to say something like, customer retaining is important, and chatbots are a good business tool for doing that. And then they'll copy and paste a piece of copy from their website and post a link to their chatbot service. And tell you and expect you to go buy their chatbot, and it will somehow help you with customer retaining. It almost certainly will not help you with customer retention. I work in customer retention all the time, and I'll explain to you why this is. A chatbot for customer retention is like putting a square peg in a round hole. It's not going to work, except the only way it could work is very, very, very indirectly. Now, my experience comes from a subscription business model, financial newsletters, but it can be applied to other things as well. Basically, one of the issues with customer retention, there are several, but one of the issues with a subscription business is people who don't renew their subscriptions at the end of the term. If you put them on an automatic renewal, it can still be a problem because the credit card might fail. They might go in and cancel that renewal. They might get mad after the payment and demand a refund. Just putting them on automatic renewal is not really a solution here, but there is a solution for that customer retention. And the problem that I've found in my business experience with these types of, whatever you want to call it, customers not being retained, customers not continuing their subscriptions, customers not renewing, however you want to phrase it, the main reason I've found for that, when you have a reason, you don't always know, you don't always find out, but the cases I've seen where there is a reason, it's because the customer's not engaged anymore. They're not using the product, they're not acting on the product, they're not logging in, they're not reading the updates. They, in many cases, if it's especially in the case of a yearly subscription, they paid for it a year ago, they forgot it even existed. Especially in the financial newsletter space, these people will sign up for dozens of newsletters, never use them, never act on them, forget all about them, and then get mad when the thing renews next year. So what you can do to increase retention of these people is anything that increases the engagement with the thing, makes them remember that it exists, makes them log in and use it on a regular basis. If it's something like a stock trading service or crypto trading service, for example, updates, recommendations, picks for people to act and trade on, and they do, and they make money, so they're going to continue acting on it, they're going to continue logging in, continue benefiting from it, but most importantly, they're going to continue using the product, remembering the product, and engaging with the product. If you can somehow incorporate a chatbot into getting them to do that, great, do it. That's the only way a chatbot can help you with customer retention. How else would it possibly do that? Is it going to reach out and cold contact people who stopped engaging with the thing? No. As far as I know, a chatbot can't do that. Maybe if you hook it up to text messaging or Facebook or something, but that's weird. If you're going to do that, you might as well have a person or an email or something. And that's the only solution, the only situation where that could possibly work. The only way a chatbot could help with customer retention is anything that increases customer engagement. And I can't think of very many things where the best way to engage with a product or service is to chat back and forth with a computer program that's pretending to be a guy and trying to understand your natural human language and respond to it as if it was also a person. There may be some limited use cases for that, but really, for example, if you're selling information products, the logical way to interact with those products is to go to a website and click on the thing and read it. I don't need to have a little chat window come up with a robot that goes beep, beep, boop, boop, what can I help you with? I actually saw that on I forget what website, but the thing actually did pop up and it typed out beep, beep, boop, boop, I am a robot. Why? Why, people? Why? But I don't want to have to talk to this robot and it beeps and boops and then I have to say, hello, Mr. Robot, how are you today? And it says, I am fine, I am a robot, we are always fine. It makes some stupid robot joke. And then you'd be like, I would like to read the most recent update. Okay, let me awkwardly pretend I'm copying and pasting it into this stupid little chat window instead of just reading the information on the website like a normal person. There's really no need for this inefficient, strange, confusing method of interacting with a computer. The only reason people would do this is if they're pretending it's a person, but then you could still tell that it's not a person, and it doesn't work very well. And if they're to the point, if the customer's to the point where they need to interact one-on-one with a person, in other words, they would need to contact customer service, one of two things is the case. A, they're doing that to cancel or to ask for a refund, at which point there are still things you can do and still things you should do, but initially at least you've failed in your customer retention efforts because they've already made the decision to cancel. The other thing is, if they're doing that about something other than canceling, if they're trying to contact a person about something other than canceling, then they know what the product is, they're engaged with the product, they remember the product, they're already actively using the product. Yes, help them with whatever issue or question they're having, ideally with a person, but it's not really a customer retention issue at that point, it's something else. So the chatbot really has no bearing on this at all. If somebody's in the case where they're, like I'm talking about, where they're at risk of not renewing, at risk of canceling, it's one of two things. Like I said, they've forgotten about it. They've stopped engaging, they've stopped using the product, they've forgotten it existed in many cases. So they're never going to go to the website. They're never going to see the chatbot. The chatbot might as well not exist to them, and it probably shouldn't exist at all, is my point. The other thing is, if they're at risk of canceling or something, they have a specific concern with the product or something that's not right or something that they don't understand, and they're contacting you about it to say, hey, I don't understand this. I'm upset. I'm going to cancel unless you fix this. And that's really the kind of thing you want handled by a human being. Something with a brain, not a piece of software that regurgitates bullshit responses. I am sorry you are feeling this way. I'm consulting my database. Boop, boop. Then they just type in cancel and you're done. So I really don't see much of a role for a chatbot in customer retention. There are probably some limited uses, and if they ever develop one that's as intelligent as a human being, it could maybe handle some of the latter stuff that I'm talking about here. But really, customer retention starts way before anybody ever engages with a chatbot or tries to cancel or forgets about your product. It starts before they even buy the product. You do the thing right from the beginning. You build it in a way where you attract the right kind of customers. You sell them the thing that you're telling them that they're going to get. You're delivering on it or even over-delivering on it so they benefit from it. And you're structuring it in a way where continued interaction, continued engagement is the default path. Then at that point, forget about chatbots. That's not even an element of this discussion. You simply build a business and a product that that customers naturally want to continue and renew and continue paying for every month. Overly simplistic example of this is your cell phone service provider. You're going to pay them every month because you use the thing every month and you want to continue to be able to use it. Excuse me. So, not that you're going to sell something as essential as that, a utility, basically, but you get your product as close to that edge of things in the customer's mind as you can. They'll be glad to continue using it, paying for it, benefiting from it, and there's no need to click on the links posted by any of these other answerers to this question by the time you watch this video if you're on Quora. Those of you on YouTube, this is a common thing on Quora, but I don't need to explain it. You don't need to click on these links. You don't need to talk to them talk to their chatbot about what the best chatbot is. Not a key piece of customer retention. Excuse me. So, that's all for this video. I'm going to wrap this up here. There's my answer on chatbots and customer retention. No real need for them. Like I said, I do these videos on Quora. I also post them on YouTube now, so depending where you're watching it, it's on the other place as well. I do a answer on a customer service topic like this every weekday. I also write regularly on business and customer service on Quora and on my website, 8020service.com. Get on the email list so you don't miss out on that stuff there. Like I said, these are posted to Facebook and YouTube. I mean, not Facebook, Quora and YouTube, not Facebook, and every weekday. So That's all for today. It is Friday. I'll be back on Monday with another video.